guys, TechGeek here again with another video, and today I have another application review for you guys. Now this is an application called InstaSize, and it is made to work with Instagram. Now for people who are big on iPhone photography such as myself, I like to have an application where I can give my photograph some very slight edits before updating or rather uploading the image to Instagram. Now if you guys would like to follow me, my Instagram name is also TechGeek, and I do upload images basically every day. And a lot of them I do take in portrait or landscape, and I would want to share the entire full frame photograph, but as you guys may know, Instagram only does allow the square aspect to be uploaded onto their sharing service. So this is an application like many, but I really do like it because it is free and it actually has a really nice interface that you can work with. And when you open it up, you guys can see it is optimized to be used with iOS 7 and does look very, very nice. Now of course there are some advertisements at the bottom, but that is expected from a free application of this type. Now basically what you do is you open up an image from this button down here in the bottom, and there are 5 of them. Now they're not customizable or anything like that, but it is really nice because it's a very simple and minimal way of working around the application. So there are a couple of different things you can do with your image, but first off, let's hit the camera button, which does give us this little menu where we can either take a new photograph using the camera or open one from our existing photo albums. So what I'm going to do is come over here, and I have a photograph here of my friend's car that I was doing a photo shoot of a couple days ago. So there we go. Now as you guys can see, it actually does give us a border to work with. So this is actually the landscape photograph, but with a white border on the top and bottom, basically letterboxing to allow you to upload this picture to Instagram and the full size. Now besides for that, what you can also do is hit the little stitch button in the bottom left hand corner and actually create multiple images, adding more photos as you go to create a mini collage almost. So you don't have to download another application for your collage creating on your iPhone, because this application does include that as well. The next thing you can do is come here to InstaSize to make a photograph fit, but by default it already does that for you. Then at the bottom on the right side of the share button, you also can hit borders and change the color of the borders if you would like a more letterbox style effect, or if you want it to be a little less noticeable, of course you can do the white for the Instagram background. And of course there are a plethora of different colors available. For example, I like this because it matches the color scheme of the car, but what I'm basically going to do is come back here to this. You can also put patterns, which for some people and for some photographs in particular might look nice, or actually switch to lines where you have these other patterns which actually do look very nice. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to be using the plain white because I do like that. Now finally, one of the things that this application does, which a lot of applications much like it doesn't do, is allow you to work with layers. So what you can do is actually add another layer, or actually start adding filters right up here without actually having to go to Instagram and apply the filter onto the borders. You can actually apply the filter onto the photograph without actually compensating or losing any color on the borders, because Instagram actually does recognize this as one large image, whereas InstaSize does recognize the difference between the image and the letterboxing. Now besides for that, what you can also do is move the image around, of course, but I like keeping it centered. And let's see. Okay, so once you're at borders and layers, you can actually add text, which I think looks very nice, and of course there are overlays. So if you hit text, there are also a plethora of different fonts available. My favorite out of all of these being Helvetica New, LT STD, or standard. But what you can do is actually double tap, and for example, I want to type out BMW because this is a BMW M5, so let's just do that, and you can actually put this somewhere, you can move it around, you can adjust the size, and I think that this is really nice because it's customizable and it does look pretty nice in my opinion. Now finally, once you are done, you can hit the share button and it creates the image and then asks you where you would like to share your photo, and of course an ad does pop up at this time, but it is pretty easy just to get rid of. And then of course it does give you some sharing options, including Instagram, camera roll, Twitter, Facebook, and others. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to be doing Instagram and taking it over here to my Instagram account, hitting next, hitting share, refreshing the page, waiting for my photograph to be uploaded because my internet is horrible and it does take a while. And as you guys can see, there you go. Of course, by default there is the InstaSize hashtag, but you guys can remove that when you're actually posting the image. I really like it. I think it looks pretty nice, pretty slick, and yeah, I mean overall it's a simple minimalistic application which does work well in addition to or as part of Instagram or a photo editing application on your iDevice. If you don't want something too in-depth, just something quick and easy that allows you to make your images look nice before uploading them to Instagram. Now basically guys, that does about conclude this video. If you enjoyed it, it would be really awesome if you guys could leave the video a like rating by hitting the little thumbs up button in the bottom left hand corner of this video. And for more videos like these, as well as other unboxings, reviews, tutorials, and much more, please remember to subscribe by hitting the little subscribe button in the top left hand corner of this video if you have annotations enabled and toggled on, or hit the subscribe button below this video to keep you up to date with all my latest HD content. It's free and only takes a second. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and as always, I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.